Look, you're talking about Otunwagbenga Daniel.
He's about 60.
He's about 60.
Are you going to compare him?
He's a young man.
Are you going to compare him to those that are nearing 80? If Otunwagbenga Daniel
and they're in the same age bracket.
No, they can never be. That's a 20-year gap.
60 and 80, isn't that
that's a 20-year?
Isn't that an age bracket?
That's a 20-year gap. The energy level is also different. I'm not saying that it's all in the bag or that the contest. What we're saying is that you should not come to public space. Watch the energy that candidates are generating all over, not just Daniel. All of them are trying. And then you now try to say you're taking Jimmy out. You're saying you're taking every other person out and you're leaving just your friends. And then there's another...
Jimmy is another candidate.
There's another problem on the table.
It's preferable
then there's another problem on the table. You cannot use the platform of the BOT to endorse your friends who are also members of the BOT. Are you saying that you're going to be the judge and the jury in your own case? Who are those BOT members that are the ones that are now being cleared, supposedly being cleared by the funny group? Have they resigned from the BOT? Or are they telling the other BOT members in the north, in the east, in the south, all the other locations that suddenly these men of questionable character are the most pristine, even within the list of BOT members?
If the likes of Jimmy Agbaje, Otunwagbenga Daniels, and the likes have been even played out in just the small section of the Southwest politics, how do you think they might be able to play their game in the larger convention of the party?
In the build-up to the American primaries, everybody saw Hillary Clinton win and deliver and get the votes because the whole thing was so transparent. But she didn't win the general election. It's still because the process was allowed to go to the full. She won the popular vote, but she lost. You can lose an election you present yourself for. That's given. But you cannot begin to say you are going to make a mess of a process that everybody is excited about.
All right, let me ask you this, and I'll take you into another issue, because I know you speak very strongly about for the opposition and perhaps sometimes against the ruling party.
Okay.
This perhaps going to be the last question on this and it's going to be the fact that the South-South region are contesting these perhaps more than the other regions in the South for the PDP chairmanship seat. If the Southwest does not get it, what's the implication for the region?
For the Southwest region? You see, the People's Democratic Party will have to ask itself a few questions. What extra capacity would a South-South chairman bring to the party in terms of votes? There are areas where they need to work so hard to make sure that they can secure more votes is in the Southwest. The Southeast is by imagination, and I hope that they will be disciplined enough to follow the principle of giving them almost the next, the vice presidency and all that. You will leave the Southwest. You will go to the South, where we already have enough governors to try to drive the effort there. And then you will expect that in the homes of the Tinubus and co and the APCs and the Oshibajus and all that, you are going to kind of get votes here.
So 2019 is an implication.
They know, they have to understand it is as simple and as clear as ABC. First and foremost, let us agree that it is via a democratic process. The Southwest should be most preferred, but if the Southwest gets to a democratic process and does not win, we will not be overtly irritated. What gets us irritated is when you have leaders pretending as if they don't understand what time it is.
Quickly, let's move into this. We just have about few seconds or minutes to talk about this. And is the list being released by the federal government on some of the appointments being made. And from that list, though there are some omissions in that list, but from the numbers that are given, it does show that the South has more appointments, just as you see on the screen. Let me quickly, what's your take on that list?
You see, about the federal government to even get to the point where they now have to be releasing this kind of list to demonstrate that they are fair, it means they've lost it. And their summation of numbers and figures does not tally. You have to go and look at the section by section. I took the liberty of looking at in the aviation section. They have FAN, controlled by Saleh. They have NCAA, Mukhtar. They have NEMA, Fola. They have Nimet, Sani. They have Naka, Abdul Salam. They have AIB. Railways, Usman. Maritime, Hadiza. NC, Hassan Bello. Nemasa, Peter Sai. Petroleum, Makanti. PPRA, Ibrahim Goni. Don't you understand? You are supposed to first of all know that the principle that we call federal character tells you that in a nation like Nigeria, you ought to look and make sure that you balance things. We're not doing it because we don't want to encourage competence, but how do you want the Southeast to feel when you look at some of the key appointments that have been made, and you find out that even as a Yoruba man, I can tell you that I feel that they've not really been there. And then when you now go and start squeezing them into some low-level board appointment that nobody can sing or talk about or even know about, they won't be happy. But for me personally, I'm eager to have us get to a point in Nigeria where you come from wouldn't matter. But in the interim, the APC must come back and learn how to start and form their own government. They bungled the first 2 years. Hopefully, they will have an opportunity to rejig their cabinet and try to demonstrate to Nigerians that this president belongs to the whole nation, not a president that will want to give those who gave him 91% of the vote, 91% of the appointment, and those who gave him 5%, nothing.
All right. Mr. Segun Sowunmi, always a pleasure talking to you.
It's
on
always
the program.
a pleasure.
Thank you so much. It looks so much. Time is never a friend when I'm talking to Segun Sowunmi. He may have his opinions very strong, but then we'll have a reply to it. Up next on the program, Presidency releases list of appointments made by President Muhammadu Buhari to answer critics. We will critique the list after this break. Of course, Presidency speaks.